This week's episode is featuring BIOACTIVE LiquiLife Plus, a Purple Cow Organics product. BIOACTIVE LiquiLife Plus is a broad-spectrum liquid biologicals concentrate that preserves and delivers diverse, beneficial microbes to your soil. Visit stbiologicals.com to learn more about this and other regenerative ag products. Hello, and welcome to the ST Biologicals Soil Speaks podcast. This week, we'll explain how soil sampling in the fall helps you prepare for a strong growing season come spring. Let's get started. Fall is the season of reflection and preparation. As crops come off and fields quiet down, it's the perfect time to ask, what does my soil need for next year? A good soil sample now can save you money, boost yields, and prevent nutrient surprises in spring. Before you do any sampling, ask yourself, what crops am I planning for? What are their nutrient demands? Am I following soybeans with corn or a cover crop with soybeans? Different crops mine different nutrients. Wheat needs sulfur. Legumes fix nitrogen, but may leave behind low potassium. Your sampling strategy should reflect these dynamics. Once you have your sampling strategy set, decide on the right test or tests to use. Standard NPK plus pH tests look at basic fertility without measuring soil biology. CEC and base saturation tests measure nutrient holding capacity to guide your use of lime and how to keep your potassium and magnesium in balance. Micronutrient tests indicate trace element status to identify hidden deficiencies. Organic matter tests identify soil health and nitrogen supply, so you can drive microbial activity. Biological tests, such as the Haney test or PLFA, measure microbial life and cycling to predict resilience and input efficiency. Finally, sulfur and boron tests flag deficiencies in these overlooked nutrients vital for legumes, brassicas, and wheat. You can combine many of these soil tests. Contact ST Biologicals for guidance on fall soil testing for your farm. Remember that it is possible to get some false positives when you soil sample in the fall. High nitrate levels may not persist through winter, as nitrogen is highly mobile. Phosphorus readings are dependent on pH. If it is too high or too low, phosphorus may be unavailable to plants. And remember, micronutrient sufficiency does not always equal micronutrient availability. If your soil is biologically active, it can mineralize nutrients over winter. If you leave crop residue on your fields, those nutrients will be available to your spring crops, though you may need microbial inoculants or residue digesters to unlock fertility. Fall is a good time to apply broad-spectrum microbial blends, plant cover crops, and leave your crop residue on the soil. Here are a few tips for successful fall sampling. Sample by zone, not just grid. Use yield maps, soil type, and crop history to determine your zones. Take 10 to 20 cores per zone and mix cores thoroughly. Sample to 8 inches for tilled fields or 6 inches for no-till. Avoid sampling right after fertilizer application. Label samples clearly and send them to a reputable lab. Include your crop plans. The USGS Web Soil Survey is a resource for helping you map your fields and decide on your fall soil testing patterns. So are your own records. You need to see over time what is happening in your fields. Like all good business people, farmers and ranchers who keep good records are those who have more consistent profits. Once you have your sampling results, what do you do with all that data? Well, here are some action steps. First, adjust the pH if necessary. Second, Add nutrients based on needs of next spring's crops, not on a blanket rate. Third, use biological amendments to optimize nutrient cycling and inputs. Fourth, plant cover crops to scavenge excess nutrients, build organic matter, and stop erosion. Reading soil test results can be daunting. If you're already a regenerative ag farmer or use biologicals, implementing the prescriptive approach you get from a standard soil test in full may create excesses of some nutrients. Biology enhances the effectiveness of all inputs. When you have an imbalance in your soil, your crops will let you know. Fall sampling is like reading your soil's diary before the next chapter begins. Done well, it sets the stage for a thriving future growing season, one where every input is intentional, every crop is supported, and every acre is working in harmony with the land. The ST Biologicals mentors are here to help you make the most of every growing season. Visit stbiologicals.com to implement soil sampling and other regenerative ag practices. When soil speaks, we listen. Thank you for listening. We'll catch you next time.